And give it up, it's 28th. 28th, he's still young. He's still young, he's still hip, he's still cool. And what's cooler is we are ready for Sonic Generations. Take it away, BlueMania.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Okay.
All right, so this is the BlueMania. He's going to be running Sonic Generations for you guys. He is really good at the game, which he will no doubt show you. And just roll call from the rest of the couch.
Yeah. My name is Sukimos. We are from Korea.
Yeah, I'm Talon2461.
And I'm Criticalcyd. And we're going to be providing commentary.
Should we give a countdown?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You do. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so Sonic Generations is a pretty cool game. Very fast-paced. It has two main styles of gameplay. It has classic and modern. Classic is kind of a throwback to the old Genesis games, whereas modern is more based on the newer Sonic games, like Sonic Unleashed. So this is Green Hill Classic. It's a very straightforward stage. It sort of shows you the mechanics. It's going to be spin dashing a lot. Spin dash is by far the fastest way to, or fastest method as classic Sonic. Lots of precision platforming, so lots of tight jumps that he has to make.
So does he use the tap spin dash or just a holding mechanic?
It depends. So sometimes he needs to make specific time jumps where...
good for stage.
So sometimes he needs a lot of distance, so you'll hold down the spin dash button for longer. Sometimes he needs to make a short spin dash, or a short hop, in order to make specific platforms.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is the first instance of the modern mechanics. Yeah. So
this is my jam.
Yeah. So you have the boost mechanic. You also have the drift mechanic. You'll see him throughout the game. You'll see him kind of drift into walls. That kind of gives him a little bit of a speed boost. And the actual mechanics of Sonic Generations, you have modern Sonic. You have just open 3D, and then you have restricted 3D, and then you have 2D sections. So this is a 2D section, for example.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that he got that jump right there, because if he does that at the exact point where he did, then he can land on the rail, makes the whole section a lot faster.
Yeah. So you notice when he hits speed pads, he'll do a little boost right after he hits them. That gives him a little bit of extra speed, especially on this rail. Makes him go a lot faster.
Yeah, and just to give a little bit of an overview of the moveset that he has to his availability. Of course, he has the boost that he gets from all the rings and the enemies that he destroys throughout the stage. And he has the stomp, he has a slide in order to get under little areas like that. And the stomp pretty much just completely destroys your momentum. You go straight down as soon as you activate it, which can be very nice to specifically land on a target. And in the air, he has an air boost and a homing attack, of course, as the 3D style of Sonic tends to have. And of course, the drift, as we previously explained.
So yeah, drifting into the wall here makes him go a little bit faster. And then, so these speed pads coming up, you'll see that he boosts every single time he hits one. Just gives him a little bit of extra speed.
So towards the end of that, there was a kind of a trick ramp. Does he always do a full combo, or specifically only a certain amount of tricks?
It depends. Sometimes it's faster to just do one trick, but sometimes he needs extra boost, especially when he gets to Sky Scantering Modern. You'll see boost management is very important there.
Also, when the modern Sonic is tricking, the real time is a little bit slower, so as soon as possible, he has to do less tricks.
Right,
exactly.
So the first two stages, they're pretty introductory. They're very simple in terms of gameplay-wise. This stage is it gets a bit hectic, as you'll see later on.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so he just nipped the invisible wall there.
Yeah, getting that light ring dash that he was trying to get, More precise than it looks, far more.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-frame window, and you can't really mash for it. So,
But there you go, you got it.
so you'll notice as he goes from 3D sections into 2D sections, he does a slide. You'll see that throughout the run. And that's because in 3D sections, your max speed is a lot higher than in 2D sections. And the slide kind of slows down the deceleration.
Now here comes the first glitch.
Oh boy.
So he does a quick jump and then a drift off the pipe. That gives him a lot of distance and then breaks him out of bounds. And he still has his 3D mechanics, and he's going to land in the 2D area.
Yeah.
And then he does a boost off this ramp, still with his 3D mechanics, and then homing attacks onto a rail in the 2D area and skips the entire 2D section.
That was beautifully
Very,
executed.
very good.
I love that kind of stuff, man. Just the
Yeah.
completely skipping entire sections. It's so good. All right. So unfortunately, a little restart, but like after that restart, that was just a really solid,
Yeah.
modern chemical plant.
Chemical Plant Classic is fairly mundane. There's a few platform cycles that you have to make. So platform cycles, basically, they're like universal cycles. They just move back and forth, and the runner is restricted by them. Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same thing that we saw in Green Hill Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Donations?
Yeah, so we have time for donations.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got a $50 donation from G. Chris that says, getting late where I am, but I am holding out for Sonic Generations as it's such an awesome game. We also got a $10 donation from Archwither Snip that says, greetings from Korea. 7:30 a.m. here, had to chime in for the fastest and most famous speedrunner in the southern side of the peninsula right now. Go BlueMania.
Oh, that is nice. I'm impressed that people in Korea are awake to watch this run. That's very dedicated. It's very nice of you.
So unfortunately, you missed a small jump, which put him into the bottom part of the stage, which is pretty slow. But
All right.
okay, he's recovered now.
And back to normal.
Back to normal.
All right.
Yeah,
Feel
we
free
have,
to get a few more in.
yeah, we have time for one more.
No problem. We got $250 from VT that says Sonic Hype.
Sonic High.
And then Freddie Neo donates $30 that says, hey, SGDQ, did you know today is Sonic's 28th birthday? Yeah. Shout outs to the BlueMania for running this weird prototype of Sonic Mania where only the first 2 levels are the same as the final game.
Sonic Cool.
Wait a sec.
Amy is too cute.
Shout outs to Japanese Amy's voice. It's so good.
So yeah, just a little bit of insight into the game. The point of Sonic Generations is Sonic is running through the eras of Sonic. So like Green Hill is Sonic 1, and then Chemical Plant is Sonic 2, and then this is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And it goes all the way up to Sonic Colors, which you'll see at the end. So there are 9 big stages overall, and then this is broken into 3 eras. This is called the Classic Era. And then you'll get well, people call it the GameCube era, and then we have the modern era.
Some people call it the Dreamcast era, but Sonic Heroes wasn't technically on the Dreamcast. So. But hey. All right, so these clouds, how do they work?
Okay.
What's going on?
Yeah, so the more speed you have when you hit a cloud, the more speed it will give you when you ricochet off of it. That's going to be really useful in the modern as well. The paths that he takes here, it's very, very easy to accidentally get on the wrong path. So has to do pretty precise jumps. Yeah, not much else to say about that.
Shout outs to the stage for having to complete it 3 times to get all 3 red rings at the end there. Yeah, nice and clean. He also just skipped an entire mechanic in that game of like hovering platforms that you like.
Spinning platforms.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that you like.
Yeah.
That you power with your spin dash.
Yeah, the power of the spin dash jump in classic Sonic is great.
Oh yeah.
So in this stage, it's really, really easy for him to run out of boost. So you'll notice that he's going to be managing his boost a lot more and tricking more, even though it's a little slower. So yeah, it's very important that he has enough to air boost here. so that he could land on this platform and then stomp on the cloud in order to make that trick ramp. It's very, very easy to miss.
Yeah, geez, the boost management looks really tight in this.
So yeah, he's going from a 3D into a 2D section, so he's going to drift. And you can see that, oh, not drift, slide. And that's going to give him a lot more momentum.
A lot of moves, man, don't worry about it.
And yeah, usually the top path is the fastest path to take in Sonic games. So you'll see that happening a lot.
Yeah. All right, I think we're coming up on a really cool section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually when you go from a 3D into a 2D area, there's a trigger that you hit that causes Sonic's mechanics to be in 2D. And you'll see here that he's going to do a really short hop, and that skips the 2D trigger. So what happens is he has 3D mechanics, and he could just jump around that platform.
Yeah, click the boxes.
You'll see that in a lot more detail in a mission coming up right after this stage as well.
Considering how often you just have to go through so many like workarounds to get out of bounds, and you have this little 3D and 2D where it's just like, oh yeah, just hop over it. I love that. Very nicely executed.
Okay, so he's done with the maze stages now in the classic era, and what he has to do now is do 3 missions. He has to do 1 from each of the 3 stages, and at least 1 has to be classic and 1 has to be modern. And then after that, he has to do a mini boss fight in order to get the Chaos Emeralds.
And you can get like various bonuses from completing these missions as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, you'll see what I was talking about with the clouds. He's going to air boost right before he hits the clouds, and that gives him a huge boost to speed.
Skip that entire 2D section.
Yeah. And then here, he's going to do the 3D and 2D again. So he's going to do the short hop. So he'll have the 3D mechanics in the 2D section, and he could just jump off, move out of the way of the plane, and then just jump.
Nice.
You can see the bell on the upside of the cleared stages. If you hit the bell, then you can get kind of
Extra music and stuff like that. But yeah, certain missions, when you complete them, you unlock things. So later on, we're going to see a mission, the Thunder Shield mission, and that unlocks the Thunder Shield. We'll talk more about that, why the Thunder Shield is useful later on.
Sounds good.
It's a pretty straightforward mission. Just get to the end as fast as possible. It's classic Sonic.
We have a $100 donation from Anonymous that says, Happy Hedgehog Day and a happy kickoff to SGDQ. Gotta go fast.
Go fast.
So the next mission coming up is the invincibility mission. So like what I was talking about with the platform cycles, there's a spike cycle he has to make. As long as he's fast enough, he should be able to make it. If he misses it, he loses about 6 to 7 seconds. If he hits it, he should get around a 30 or 31.
And at this point, are there like just generally accepted missions that are accepted as fastest, or do runners also switch them up?
Some runners do different ones depending on their consistency. Like there's the bubble mission which is in classic chemical plant. So here he just missed the cycle, which was unfortunate. Yeah, it's still good.
Cycles ruin good things.
Yeah, so the bubble mission, that can get you about a 36. All right, so now here comes the Metal Sonic fight. He has to hit him 4 times, and he's actually going to, after each hit, he's going to move Sonic kind of slowly. So the first hit, he's going to charge a spin dash, and Metal Sonic just goes straight into him. And then he's going to slow down a little, because he wants Metal Sonic to be in a very specific position for the third hit. So the second hit is very straightforward. He just needs to jump. And then the third hit, he needs to get Metal Sonic just on the bend. And what happens is Metal Sonic charges his next attack. Now, normally he does that out of bounds, but if you do it on the curve section, he actually does it inbounds, and you can sneak a really quick hit there. Saves about 10 seconds. Very, very useful. And the fourth hit is just very straightforward. Get behind.
Very nice fight.
Yeah, very good. Okay, now you have to do the final boss of the era, which is Death Egg Robot. It's a pretty straightforward fight. It's normally supposed to be longer. It has a little bit of RNG into it with how he steps. Like he could step with his left foot first or his right foot first. Yeah, and he could do fast steps and he could do quick steps. If he does a slow step with his right foot and then a quick step with his left foot, it actually wastes like 5 seconds because you can't get behind him. But what he has to do here is just get behind him and then hit him. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Got it.
Yeah, 2 slow ones. That's it. Get behind him again.
Hit him with the butt.
Yeah, so normally now, Death Egg Robot's gonna jump, and then that will push Sonic onto the platforms that you see. But if he gets hit by Death Egg, he stays in this area, and his hitbox is still active. And so he doesn't get pushed onto the platforms. You can jump out of the hit, and then just hit him, and it's a 30-second fight.
All right. Yeah. Quick selfie, just styling on Death Egg Robot.
Okay, cool. So now we're going to go into the GameCube era, or the Dreamcast era. Speed Highway Classic, it's very straightforward stage. No huge tricks, it's just a lot of precision platforming. So we have time for donations while you enjoy the run.
No problem. Louis Slovin donates $25 that says, hearing that our community helps such a great organization do such important works just warms my heart. Let's all pitch in and set a new SGDQ record this week. People are counting on us. We also got a $100 donation from I Love Mashed Potato. I mean, I love mashed potato too, so I agree. What better time to donate for the first time than the game where you gotta go fast? Love the speedrunners, love the new mascot, and love Doctors Without Borders. Thank you for bringing so much joy to the world. And then Speedy113 donates $10 that says, hello to all. This is my first time donating to a GDQ, and I love seeing these games get crushed in incredibly fast times. Best of luck to all the runners, and especially to BlueMania on his Sonic Generations run. Keep up the great work, and P.S. Happy birthday to our boy Sonic.
You guys can only see like a little bit from it on stream, but he is in full Sonic
full
attire,
Sonic.
right down to the shoes.
Yeah, you can't see his shoes on screen, but they look great.
And he has like a little Sonic on his back.
Such amazing shoes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want those shoes. So cute.
I feel like he's gonna lose those shoes to Edobean after this.
Oh, I forgot about the red ring. So in the main stages, there is 5 red rings, and BlueMania will avoid those red rings as possible, because you can see those messages after you get the red ring, and he wants to skip it.
So this stage, it has one of the hardest tricks in the run. It also has one of the coolest tricks in the run, as you'll see. If you remember from the Chemical Plant Modern, he did that drift to get out of bounds. He's going to do the same thing here. So he's going to land on this building. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Fortunately, it's right at the start of the stage, so let's try again.
Yeah, so what he's trying to do, he's trying to land on the building with like kind of sideways gravity, because he's not supposed to be, or have sideways gravity on that specific building, and so he could just run up it. It's a tough trick.
It is tough. The window for that drift is tight. Edobean is right now just photographing BlueMania's shoes.
Okay, so he's running up the building, and then he's going to drift off the top.
Okay, I think it's enough height. Okay.
Yeah, once he has enough height, he'll avoid the invisible wall, and then he needs to avoid 2 kill planes, so that's why he's kind of swooping around. And then he's kind of just falling into nothingness. But hopefully, if everything is correct, you should be able to see something in a bit.
Okay. Now we can see the rocket. Okay, grab it.
Yeah. So because he went through the stage so fast, the stage actually didn't load properly. You'll see that in other stages as well when you do big skips. And yeah, now he's here, and this is the end of the stage.
What stage? Even getting that trick in like a couple of tries in a marathon is so good. You save so much time with it.
We have an $11 donation from Z in the Oasis that says, thank you, Sonic. Wow, you're looking younger every day. What's your secret?
Escaping from the city is the secret.
Yeah, that's the secret.
So the boarding mechanics in this game are different from Sonic Adventure 2 because you have the boost. In Sonic Adventure 2, you want to avoid the cars. In this game, you actually want to hit the cars because they give you extra boost. And then you can use the drift to make the corners tighter. And right here, he's just going to do an air boost at just a specific time. So he doesn't hang in the air for too long, but he could just about avoid the building.
Must keep on moving ahead. No, I got him.
No.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying music.
It's a great song.
I sort of really like the remix. Like the original, I've heard way too much, but this. All right.
Okay, so coming up is the truck section. So right at the beginning of the truck section, he's going to do a drift into the wall, which, as I mentioned before, it makes it a little bit faster. It also allows him to cut one of the corners. And then mostly after that, it's just an auto scroll. He just needs to make sure he boosts properly. So yeah, the drift here, then it just kind of shoots him past the first corner that comes up. Yeah, and then you just boost. The truck is kind of extreme in this game compared to Sonic Adventure 2.
That's a lot of upgrades. It's like even more aggressive in the classic version as well. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll see in a sec.
It has rocket boost?
Yes, it does. But it's okay, it's no longer there.
Imagine living in that building and looking out your window.
Okay, so classic City Escape has a lot of small sections. It's very, very easy to like lose your momentum. So yeah, this stage can be pretty tricky. A lot of people like this remix too.
And there he is again. One would say he keeps on trucking.
We should have time for another donation, I'd say.
Sure thing. We have a $20 donation from Dark Omega 150 that says, "Happy birthday, Sonic. Good luck to the Blue Mania and all the other runners this week. Cat boo."
Cat boo.
Cat boo. Okay, here's the skateboard section, but he will throw away it.
Yeah, he purposely gets hit here to get rid of the skateboard.
If you listen closely, you can hear Tony Hawk crying in the distance.
So yeah, he does spin dashes off the ramps. That gives him a lot of height, but he wants to make sure he lands on the ramp so it doesn't go too far. And in this section, the truck is going to constantly try to hit the frames, but he's just too fast for it. And grabs the speed shoes and then just runs towards the end. There you go.
Right.
So we have a $10 donation from Melancholy Matoi that says, "Matoi here. Good luck on the run, Blue Mania. Sup, Couch. Happy birthday, Mr. Hedgehog."
Okay, next is this side hill. Now you can see the water mechanics.
So the water makes Sonic very, very slow. But luckily he grabs a speed shoe right at the beginning of the stage, which allows him to move a little bit faster. Though in the beginning of this stage it doesn't really matter too much because there's a platform cycle here that he has to wait for. And then when he gets on this platform, he's going to push himself to the back and then charge a really big spin dash jump. And if he hits it just right, he'll just about be able to make it into the cannon. Yeah. So then he does a small spin dash here and then a large one here. And then a very, very tight window for a jump to make it into the next cannon. Very good.
Like the classic stages look relatively simple, like not as flashy, but executing them.
It's very, very
Very
precise.
precise.
Very precise. coming up is the at the end of the stage. It has this big like wheel. I don't know what else to call it.
Stone, maybe?
Yeah, big wheel stone, I guess. We kind of just wait. He waits a little bit. Otherwise, if he goes too fast, he'll just hit straight into the wheel. Lands on the ceiling here, and then does another precise jump to make it to hit this section.
He just gives it a head start.
Yeah. Okay, so Seaside Hill Modern also has water in it. Now in this game, when you run across the water, it's different from Sonic Unleashed. They made it so that your boost drains very, very quickly. And so boost management here is very, very important. They mainly did it so that you won't skip the stage, like by just going on the water, but he's gonna skip the stage by going on the water. So,
A little tight corner there under that loop. But he made it. And yeah, as you saw, that cost his entire boost meter, even though he picked up rings on the way.
So yeah, he does extra tricks here to make sure he has enough boost.
And now he's gonna skip part of the stage by running on the water.
Yeah. This one is really precise and really tricky because if you miss it, then you're dead. And when you die in this game, you start back from the checkpoint and you have no boost, so you can't do the skip again. So you only get one try at this. So he's going to jump off here, then boost, and he needs to land on a very small platform here.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, make it to that area. So he wants to stay on the top half.
I always like that, when developers change something to make sure you don't exploit it, and then speedrunners are just like, no, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
So yeah, drifting back and forth here is it's a little faster, just because there's water in that section. Okay, so again, he's done all the stages, so now he has to do 3 missions, 1 from each of the stages. The first one's going to be, I think, the Seaside Hill Modern?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one has a lot of running on water as well. And he needs to make sure he maintains his boost. If he goes out of bounds, there's going to be this fish that tries to, that will kill him if he stays out of bounds for too long. But what he does is he taps back on the controller, and that's going to sink him into the water a little bit. And if the game sees you sinking into the water, it makes it so that the fish doesn't kill you.
It's a very lazy fish. It thinks like, oh, the water's gonna get you. I don't need to bother.
Yeah, so you see him tap back on the controller, the fish just goes away completely.
Now here he will also skip the laser.
Yeah, so he taps back a little to slow down. It gets him under the water, and then he just skips into the laser.
Oh,
That was
nice.
nice play.
So this next mission, it isn't actually the fastest one in City Escape, but it gives you, once you complete it, it unlocks the Thunder Shield, which is going to be very, very useful for the last 3 stages in Classic. It also has a neat trick in it, which you'll see towards the end.
The elemental shields pretty much have their same mechanics from the Sonic 3.
Oh, yes. So what the Thunder Shield does is it gives you a double jump, a mid-air jump.
And also, those rings can be attached.
Oh, yeah. They get, it tracks rings. So here, what's going to happen is he's going to intentionally take damage. So he intentionally takes damage, and then it kind of gives him an upwards boost when he hits the Thunder Shield block, and then he could just jump straight over the entire stage.
I had not seen that one before. Cool video game.
Now, this next mission is one of my favorite ones, because it looks very cool, and it's fairly simple to do. So this is this part, the run down the building section of Speed Highway. Right before he gets to the last glass panel, he's going to jump. That triggers the sequence here a little sooner, which means he gains control of Sonic a little sooner. That allows him to drift on the building, and then if he boosts at the right time, he'll boost back upwards. and then he could jump off the building and then skip the 2D section.
Bye, stage.
I
And
say.
just stomp down. So he's on a completely different 2D plane, and he just skips the entire thing.
I love that. So good.
I just want to say my jaw just literally dropped when I saw that happen.
Did you pick it back up?
Yes,
All right,
I
good.
did.
Okay, so the shadow fight is normally just a big auto scroller because you just have to boost. But what he's going to be doing is a trick called M speed. So he needs to hold a very, very precise position on the control stick. It's very, 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 very tight.
Oh, yeah.
And what that does, like you might have heard of it as like an ESS position. That's going to give him a huge boost of speed if he does it properly.
It's like when you're just barely walking forward when you're on the ground, and then, but whenever you're in the air and you already have some speed, it just boosts
Shoots
your
you
speed
forwards, yeah.
like the maximum.
There we go.
Okay,
There we go.
there you go. Most of the runners use some strings, rubber strings, to do this trick easily. Also, Bluemania is also using this string.
And just like that, he suddenly has both of them.
Yeah. So he gets the first one so fast that the second one doesn't spawn as far away, so he just grabs it instantly. And then this section is just hit shadow.
So that M-speed trick has actually been around since Sonic Unleashed, where it was still hard, but it was pretty feasible to just do it like on the fly. And then when Generations, they made it a lot harder on console, and then the PC version of Generations, the angle you need to hold is yet even tighter.
Yeah,
He's
very
running
tight.
PC Generations. Bye, Shadow.
I should have.
You had a good run.
Okay, so the final fight here is Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure 1. It's very similar in terms of you just do a bit of platforming and then you just go through Perfect Chaos and hit the top of his head.
So I think maybe this would be the nice time for the donations.
For donations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. We have a $5 donation from General X that says, "Happy birthday, Sonic." But on a serious note, who was insuring the gun truck? I don't know, unfortunately. We have a $20 donation from Jessica Cat that says, "City Escape soundtrack was my childhood." We also have a we have a $21 donation from Armadillo64 that says, "Had to donate to say happy birthday to my favorite fuzzy-faced round boy who never gives up and keeps coming back in every game. Dr. Robotnik." Keep hating that hedgehog.
He tries, man. He tries.
He really does. We also got an anonymous $5 donation that says, "Greetings from South America. I'm having a blast processing." The puns, they're here.
Yes.
Enjoy 'em.
Feed me puns. They give me life.
Okay, so then I'm gonna give you this one from the Crank Machine, who donates $25 that says, "Let's hear the tales of speed running while blazing through as fast as possible. If I want speed running tips, should I bang my knuckles on your door or ring the doorbell? Don't make me wait. It's really chilly, dog. I'm aiming to be the fastest. When the donations are big, the cat tier puns will be more coming soon."
Thank you for including my boy Big the Cat in that. It warms my heart. It hurts so good. All right.
Okay, yeah, so now he's going into the modern era. He's going to be doing, so like, if you might have noticed that he does like the classic stage and then the modern stage, and then he goes to the next one, then does modern, then classic, then modern. Here he's going to do the 3 modern stages in a row, so he's going to go Crisis City modern, Rooftop Run modern, and then Planet Wisp modern. And that's because he needs to unlock the Thunder Shield, or like he needs to buy it from the shop. So he'll do that after he's done all the modern stages. Crisis City modern is a pretty tricky stage in the fact that you could just die everywhere if you miss a jump. Very precise platforming, and you need to manage your boost just like the other ones.
some really tiny platforms as well that he actually makes use of.
Okay, so here you might notice like birds are going to spawn in the background. He needs to time it just so that you could use that bird to get to homing attack chain. Oh,
That's unfortunate.
yeah, slightly too far to the right. It's okay. That's what I was talking about. You could just die everywhere on the stage.
It's one of those stages where it's like, if you make a mistake, it's not just like, okay, I need to take a slower route. No, you're just gone. It's over. Try again. There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, 2D section, just has to stomp at the correct time. A few platform cycles. The actual lava platforms, even though you have to stomp on them, they're actually, they move up and down as well. So he has to make sure that he's on the correct cycle, otherwise he might have to do an extra stomp or two.
Okay, nice.
And then right at the end in this section, he's going to try to drift into the wall. Yeah, that makes him go a little faster.
I cannot see where he's going. I hope he can. Very nice.
Nice.
See, this is where I would say, oh, the original is so much better, but
Sonic 06 is a
I don't
great
know about
speed
that.
game,
It's a
and
great-
don't fight me.
It has a good speed run.
It really does.
That's about it.
I love it. Feels so alone.
Rooftop Run Modern is, even though it's late in the game, it's actually a fairly simple stage. So it's just fast platforming, nothing too complicated about it. So it's a good time for donations here.
all right, we got a donation from Dr. Robotnik. It says, have a miserable birthday, Hedgehog. I'll get you next time. All right. We also got a $1,000 donation from Andrew Sampson. That says, I love this community so much. Thank you for making the world a better place. We also got $25 from ACB Bot that says, good luck to BlueMania and all the runners at SGDQ. I'm working from home this week to watch the stream, and I'm glad to finally be in a position to donate for a great cause. Every little bit helps. Let's make GDQ history this summer. Hype! Thank you. We also got a $10 donation from Marlon Romeo Blanco that says, this is my first donation, and I figured what better time than on a Sonic speedrun during his birthday. Happy birthday, Sonic. And if you read this out loud, I'll double my donation. And if the hilarious Sonic Twitter hears this and tweets about it, I'll triple my donation.
Oh boy, your move,
up
Sonic
to you.
Twitter, your move.
Your move.
So each time he lands, like he's gonna kind of go from one area to the next. Each time he lands, he needs to boost as soon as he lands as well, because Sonic actually slows down a little, similar to with the speed pads. It's just a little faster to boost as soon as he hits them.
Gotcha. Shout out to Sonic's Unleashed soundtrack.
Okay, next one is Planet Wisp Modern, which has a great song soundtrack as well.
Oh yeah.
It also has a very cool trick in it halfway into the stage, and is another stage where you could just die everywhere. So this is personally my favorite stage in the game.
Yeah, I think same. Might be biased.
Also, for those who will understand, shout outs to Rocketto. You'll
Rocketto.
understand when it comes.
Excellent.
So yeah, in Sonic Colors, you had the Rocket Wisp, which gives you the power up to use the rocket, and that's what you're going to be using here in modern Planet Wisp. But here, he's going to grab one of the rockets and then kind of wait a little, and then hold the rocket to charge it. And he's going to grab another rocket as he uses the first one. So now he has a spare rocket. And he's going to use that spare rocket here.
And grab another.
Yeah, and then grab another spare rocket. So now he has an extra rocket. And as long as he sticks onto the top path and makes all the platform cycles, he'll keep that rocket until a section where you're not supposed to have a rocket.
That's actually a nice little change from Sonic Colors in terms of the Wisp system. Because in Sonic Colors, if you hit one of the Wisp while you're actively using it, it just extends your meter of that one. You can't carry a Wisp further than you're supposed to in that way.
So he's going to jump over the ramp here, boost, and then use the rocket just before he gets this section. And if he does it right, he'll just go straight up into the 2D section, land here, skip a big part of the stage. And the textures don't load properly, but that skips a good minute or so.
It's fine, he knows where everything is.
That skip saves like 30 seconds in the stage.
And the 2D section that for most casual players was the bane of their existence.
Rocketto.
The whole chat saying Rocketto.
Rocket.
Okay. Okay.
Nicely done.
Okay. So after this, he's, instead of going into the next stage, he's going to go to the shop and purchase the Thunder Shield, which he's unlocked, and then equip it. And then he's going to go to Crisis City Classic.
Fast purchase.
Oh, I love that Sonic 2 song.
I love this menuing. Fast menuing, man. It's an art.
Yeah, so like I said before, the Thunder Shield gives you a mid-air jump. And these stages were designed to be completed without the mid-air jump. So being able to use the mid-air jump can lead to some pretty cool skips. And just like, it's very easy, it's a lot easier to do this stage. So, So if he does the mid-air jump there, he could actually just skip this 2D section. You can see it.
And he just casually walks up and does it anyway.
Yeah, so it's like a little safety net as well in case he mistimes the jump.
Oh,
That was good.
sure. Sonic games, everybody.
So yeah, here the wind kind of pushes him backwards. And the physics here make it very, very difficult to control.
Oh.
That was unfortunate. Just managed to squeeze through that gap. Luckily, you still have the Thunder Shield after you die. And sometimes if you lose your Thunder Shield by getting hit, it's actually more beneficial to die so that you spawn back with your Thunder Shield.
And there we go. Shout outs to him falling down in the exact spot with the warning sign. Don't fall down. Always happens.
We have a $50 donation from the other guy that says, wow, the Sonic movie looks a lot better than I remembered from the trailers.
They reworked his model.
So here he's going to use a mid-air jump in order to skip or to land on this 2D plane and to just skip the section to the right. And then again, another mid-air jump. He could just jump over the axes and land on the spring.
This is actually one of the hardest stages to speedrun.
Yeah, it's
classic.
It's very, very easy to lose your magnetic shield because there's so many enemies and so many obstacles. And it's just hard to maintain your momentum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you see here he lost his Thunder Shield. but he's actually going to hit this checkpoint and then intentionally die because it's way more useful to have your Thunder Shield for the last section. It saves way more time than you'd lose from just dying.
Like 20 seconds or something?
Yeah.
Why'd they have to bring up the Sonic movie? Now I'm just reminded of the scene where Jim Carrey licks the fur. Why would you do that?
So he uses the Thunder Shield mid-air jump to hit that spring without having to do all the platforming before it from the lower path. And another mid-air jump to skip the section to the right. Then another mid-air jump to skip that spring. So you can see why it's really useful mid-air. And then he can jump straight into the tower.
Yeah, that tower takes quite a bit longer without that Thunder Shield.
End of the stage.
So the next stage is one of the coolest because it has some very cool stuff that happens with the Spike Wisp.
I want everybody to cross their fingers that it doesn't crash again like it did 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, another runner, Frockenok, ran the game and it just crashed into the stage during the marathon.
I'm gonna try to make a heart while still crossing my fingers. Love you, Frock.
So yeah, the Spike Whip allows him to, the Spike Wisp allows him to grab onto walls, which allows him to skip some sections here. And then using the Thunder Shield just allows him to skip a lot of platforms as well. Okay. So coming up is he's going to use a Spike Wisp right on the corner of the stage. And if he changes directions twice while on the corner, the game actually gets confused of which side he's supposed to be on. And then hopefully he'll just go straight through the wall and land on the other side. And then this part of the stage is close enough to the later part of the stage where he can just grab the wall from the other side on the later part of the stage and then use the spring to break back into bounds. And that's pretty cool. And if you thought that was cool, you wait until you see this one.
Here comes another huge glitch.
Yep.
This is one of visually my favorites.
Go to 3D.
It's now a 3D stage, yeah. And there we go.
Very nice.
You do need the Thunder Shield active for that one. You need that little jump.
Yeah, you need the jump to get to all the way to the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, actually, it's possible without the Thunder Shield, but it's really precise.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So how that trick works is there's the loop that sort of switches your 2D planes. And what happens is, as the switch happens, if you jump, you can actually land on the back part of the loop that's kind of facing forwards. As the planes are switching, and then you jump forwards, which you're not supposed to be able to, like you jump towards the screen, which you're not supposed to be able to do in 2D, and the game kind of just throws you out into the other 2D planes, and as you have the Spike Wisp, and then as soon as it runs out, it kind of pushes you back into the stage, and you can just go all the way to the end.
You ready for round 2, Edobean?
Oh
More
boy.
06?
Oh my goodness.
It's my boy Silver here, okay?
Don't worry, he'll get to the Denny soon. Shout out to anyone that knew that joke. We have a $50 donation from Kiwi2006 that says, "Hey everyone, donation coming in from 2006. Feels like it's been a generation. Sorry this donation took so long to load. Good luck with the runs."
Thank you. Thank you for that.
We also have a $5 donation from Riley Masters that says, $5 to the amazing Edobean for that wonderful "that truck has a rocket boost." Made me laugh out loud. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
So he's intentionally getting hit by the cars here to slow himself down, because depending on where you are in the stage, changes what attack Silver does, and he needs to make Silver do specific attacks in order to get into the last attack faster.
That's Seems painful.
Final pattern. Meteor Smash.
Meteor Smash. That is very anime.
Okay, so boost, sidestep. He'll be good.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's back for Team Sonic Racing. It's fine.
He could have said it's no use.
I was wondering when I was gonna come up.
You knew it was gonna.
I knew it was coming. The question was when.
So this stage has a very cool trick in it as well. So he's going to take these springs, but then boost backwards and land in this area. Now he has his 3D physics because he was in a 3D section. And he's going to boost and drift into the wall, which should give him a lot of height with his 3D physics. And then he'll just
Go straight to the goal ring.
go straight to the goal ring. Can you still make it?
Yep. There's backup strategy,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So normally he'll be able to make it straight into the goal ring. It's just a little bit short.
Very nice.
But yeah.
The actually getting the launch is the hard part. So the little back strat like that, no problem whatsoever.
So you can see how powerful it is to have 3D physics and 2D. Just skip a whole bunch of the section.
For a second there, I was worried he was gonna do the music note one.
No. that one.
No. That is way too slow.
It's another stage based on platform cycles. It's pretty quick though. Just the spikes at the end.
Spin dash jump's pretty good.
And the final mission. So the final mission, he has to catch players.
Don't blink.
Don't link. Catch it.
Alright. I blink, do it again.
So now he has to do the final fight in the modern era, which is Egg Dragoon. This fight is one that speedrunners really don't like because it's just very, very easy to miss windows. Basically, you need to get close enough to him so that the homing attack sign shows up so that he can hit him. But if you mistime your boosts, you can be too far away where you miss an attack. And if you miss an attack, it kind of forces you to miss other future attacks. Here, the first attack's pretty straightforward. Here.
About this boss, you have to hit 4 times to the body and 4 times to the head.
Second hat. Okay, so here, he's gonna attack him once, and then I think there's a 2-frame window where you can chain attacks again. Oh, I just about missed it. Yeah, it's really bad if you miss that one because you have to go through a whole entire section, so it's actually faster to restart. Yeah, you can train 3 attacks in a row through a really tight window.
And you don't get like any sign for it either. There's no homing attack reticule.
Yeah, if you wait too long to see it, then it's too late.
Just purely gotta do it by timing. Two, 3.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
That's the hard part.
So then here you just hold X and you should be able to hit him twice, as long as he avoids his drill attacks.
Doria.
Oh, he got a good look.
Oh,
That's
nice.
it. Nice.
So what happened there is Egg Dragoon, before he got to the final warp to the 2D section, he slowed down. We don't know what causes that, but sometimes after the second hit, he'll slow down and allow Sonic to catch up to him and do a third hit before he gets to the 2D section. It saves about 15, 20 seconds, and it's really silly to have a 15, 20 second random time save right at the end of a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why speedrunners don't like it.
Here he puts his Chaos Emeralds to the, what should I call it?
The cogs? Yes? So he actually switches to classic Sonic here. To do a spin dash jumps, he could just do 2 at once. As long as he waits and times it right.
The final boss is called Time Eater, by the way. It's very relevant.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice, both of them.
Wouldn't Time Eater be a great boss when you think about it?
In theory, yes, but here we are.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of an underwhelming final boss fight overall.
All right, Talon, you run this game. What makes this guy tick? How does he work?
So basically, he'll always do specific attacks. Then after the attacks, he'll slow down a little. All you have to do is just hold X. Make sure you avoid the obstacles and the drill attacks, and then eventually he'll catch up to him. Yeah, so you always have to wait for the arm attack.
It's like when I played this, I had no idea what was going on and when I could actually get near close to him or something.
So here he switches to 2D and then switches back to 3D really quickly. And if he does it just correctly, Time Eater, he's supposed to be in the 2D section, but he gets trapped in 3D and he gets like pushed very close to Sonic, and that skips an entire attack cycle.
Was that spamming part of it, or was that just for fun?
No, that was just fun. Yeah, you just have to wait.
No, actually that switch was to be closer to the Time Eater. You don't do
really?
that.
Oh, the switch is back and forth?
Yeah, that was intentional.
That's new.
Okay, that's the final attack.
So this is the final attack. Time is when the cutscene starts to play.
And time. Hold on, Sonic.
5603. Very nice. Very nice. Great job, Bluemania.
Yeah, very good, very good.
And happy birthday, Sonic.
Happy birthday, Sonic.
Should we just do a happy birthday song for Sonic?
Just with the entire,
Yeah,
the entire crowd? Sure.
Let's go, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Sonic!
All right.
All right, great. Can,
There we go.
they're actually singing that.
Yeah, they're singing the song.
This
Nice. Thanks, guys. Happy birthday, Sonic.
couldn't even hear that because my headphones at first.
Amazing job, Bluemania, for your run of Sonic Generations. Coming up next is some Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, which I believe we have already gotten a name, a very interesting name that's going to be coming up. You guys will find out in just a little bit. Just as a reminder, we still have the Devil May Cry legendary cutscene that we're looking for. It's 7,500 right now. We're at 3,475. It has moved up a bit, but we're not done yet. So let's keep sending in those donations and make that incentive met. We also have another incentive, which is for Streets of Rage, hardest difficulty. If you guys have never seen Streets of Rage, oh my goodness, it's a great beat 'em up game. I love it so much. Great music. If you want the hardest difficulty to be met, it's gonna be 5,000. Right now we have 1,700. So make sure you get in those donations. We had a $25 donation from Silver the Hedgehog that says, "It's no use. It's no use. It's no use. It's no use." Thank you, Mary, for your $50 donation that says awesome game, awesome runner, and awesome couch. $10 from Crescendo that says, "I've been watching these events since 2016, and it's great to finally be able to donate. Happy birthday, Sonic." Blitz81981 donates $300 that says, "I could go with the usual gotta go fast comment, but it's no use. Time for a change of pace." That looks like a homing shot. We also got a $1,500 donation from Anonymous. Hey y'all, this is my first ever GDQ, so I just thought I'd drop in to support great people and a great cause. Keep up the good work. All right, and it's time for a couple of ads for you guys. Don't worry, they're fun to watch. I promise you're gonna enjoy it. You know, whenever I want to pre-order a game, I actually do go to Best Buy because I actually used to work for Best Buy. Worked for them about 3 years. So if you want to pre-order some amazing games, Cyberpunk 2077, you can get that with 3 exclusive steelbooks. You can pre-order Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and get an exclusive metal case. And if you pre-order Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can get $10 back in rewards. They have a lot of awesome things, so if you ever want to buy games, you know, there is a place for you to go, and that is Best Buy. You can go ahead and check it out. Make sure you do your pre-order. And you can also get physical limited run games, including the upcoming Celeste and Toe Jam and Earl. Marlon Romero Blanco, thank you again for your $10 donation that says my Sonic birthday shout out was read. So here's the second part of my donation. Now we just need that Sonic Twitter shout out for the final part. Thanks to everyone at GDQ for everything you do. You're all the best. We got a $10 donation from My Name is Rue that says, I think the couch will agree that the only thing better than Sonic 06 is the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Anyway, happy birthday, happy Hedgehog Day, everyone, and Generations Hype. I have a $75 donation from a key artist that says, howdy y'all, figured I'd donate since I'm off from work for the week. Good luck on the run. Contrabando, thank you so much for your $30 donation that says, doctors and gamers alike, thanks for doing great things and helping the world. Got a $25 donation. Let's see if I can pronounce this right because it's part of the comment here. Nearlight. Nearlat? Man, I probably butchered that up. I'm so sorry. Great to see this underappreciated game get some love. Another 25. If the announcer says my name right, I probably butchered it, so I apologize. I tried. We got another $1,500 donation from Andrew Sampson again that says Streets of Rage Hype. Oh, shout outs to that Kirby drawing. That's so cute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you guys, now we gotta make that happen. We're getting closer and closer to that Streets of Rage hardest difficulty. We're now at 3,325. So if you wanna see that instead and get met, go ahead and send those donations in. We also got $100 from Ronnie5 that says, looking forward to the lightning fast runs this week. Best of luck, and a huge thanks to all the runners, staff, and volunteers for this awesome marathon in support of an amazing cause. This is DJ Joe. Oh my gosh. Such good music. Thank you, Tim229, for your $250 donation. That just simply says heart. Love you back. Thank you so much. Echo Abrams donates $200 that says obligatory donation. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. $20 donation from Kitty249 that says, you thought I was going to donate for the Minish Cap file name to be Vinny, but it was me, Dio. The memes here, I swear. Daria, thank you for your $100 donation that says, get hype for a week of great runs for a great cause. I agree. We have $5 from a sleepy Canadian that says, hello, SGDQ, from a Canadian living in the UK. It's almost midnight over here, but I'm trying to hold out for the Minish Cap run, as Zelda holds a special place in my heart. Can I get a hype from the crowd to try to keep me awake? All right, and it's time for our interview. Jay Hobbs about prizes with prizes? Okay, take it away.
Hi, I am Jay Hobbs, and I am joined by a prize. I am going to be interviewing this prize for you today, because this is my life now. Hello, what's your name? Oh, really? Interesting.
Really, Hobbs? Really? We went through the trouble to get all of this set up, and you interviewed the rabbit?
I don't know what to tell you, Sen. I just do what they tell me.
Why do you do this to me, even though I make you do this to me? It's an unwinnable situation for everyone.
I think you answered your own question.
All right, guys. Well, my name is Finn, and I'm joined here by the wonderful Jay Hobbs. And I want to tell you guys about some amazing prizes that you can win. And this is actually your last chance to get donations in for them. As soon as the Minish Cap starts, all of the prizes that we're talking about right now are going to be off the table. So now is your last chance to get in on a bunch of these. Now, Hobbs, I know you're a huge fan of Crash. You a huge fan of Spyro?
Yeah, I love Spyro.
Dude, I love Spyro too, and we have so many awesome Spyro-themed prizes here from our good friend and actual volunteer puzzle fee. We have this beautiful Spyro spiral painting, $10 minimum. Again, right now until Minish Cap starts. Got to get those donations in quick. I love her style. I love just the little like doodles she puts in the background of her art. It really elevates it to the next level. Super cool. Also, on the note of Spyro, from our friend Shock and Aubrey, we have this absolutely gorgeous Spyro quilt. I'm probably going to have to stand up to show it off because it's just huge. And I'm holding it upside down, aren't I? This isn't the correct direction for a quilt. Don't worry about it. It looks great, I think. At least it's the right way towards the camera. That's going to be a $25 minimum donation from now until the Minish Cap starts. Make sure to get those donations in. Now, we got one last great Spyro-themed thing, and this is beautiful Spyro plush. I can't believe Keys didn't want this. He gave it back to us to use as a prize. But it's a $15 minimum, I apologize, from now until Minish Cap start. And it actually came to us from Activision themselves. So super cool to see them supporting the stream. But it has a cool function here. If you just hug it real tight, it does what Hobbs does every night after he gets his coffee and just starts slowly walking away. And yeah, nobody saw that. That's just like Hobbs. Some other great things we have for $5 from our friend Skater43. We have this beautiful little Kirby cross stitch depicting the first, the cutscene of the first stage, Vegetable Valley. Super adorable. I mean, look at that. $5 minimum bid, guys. Get those bids in while you can. We have this wonderful Spyro color wheel depicting the other colors you can make Spyro in the Reignited trilogy and different like Spyro emotions. I mean, it's super cool. How do you feel about it, Hobbs?
I mean, I think it looks great. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Spyro, so I would love to try to get into the running for those.
You would, except you can't win anymore. We had to disqualify Hobbs after he kept winning the grand prize.
That's why they hired me.
Yeah, exactly. We had to bring Hobbs on because he won the pinball machine. No more of that, Hobbs. And guys, last but not least, from our friend Kestrel, we have this absolutely beautiful Minecart Madness quilt. It's a $30 minimum donation. Again, from now until the start of Minish Cap, make sure to get those donations in. This thing is absolutely amazing. The detail on it is crazy, and it depicts probably, Hobbs, would you say this is one of the most memorable moments of the Super Nintendo library right here?
Absolutely, man. Minecarts and DKC too. Like that's just
that's just it. Those two go together like peanut butter and jelly, or Kizaron and accidentally breaking things.
Yeah, definitely.
Something like that. Guys, and as always, we cannot forget our amazing grand prize. We have a beautiful Master Sword and Hylian Shield from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. That is going to be a $200 minimum donation, but it's cumulative throughout the entire marathon. So that means, hey, you get in maybe $30 for this quilt and a chance to win everything on this table right now. Hey, you're $30 in on that $200. You maybe donate $30 tomorrow, $30 the next day. You're halfway there. It's that simple. But as always, you're going to want to head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker. It's going to have all the info you need on upcoming prizes, upcoming speedruns, upcoming incentives, and ways you can put your money to a great cause by supporting Doctors Without Borders. Hobbs, I'm glad I was able to be here alongside our lovely rabbit friend for this interview. Thank you so much for having me. Us, I guess.
Thank you, Sent. And I guess we're going to go ahead and throw it back up to the front because we got The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap coming up next, and we got to get ready for that one.
Thank you guys so much. That was a lovely interview. Once again, if you want that replica Master Sword and Hylian Shield, oh my goodness, that looks so awesome. totally gotta send in those donations for that. And it's my time to go, but do not worry, you are in good hands. We're gonna be handing this over to Iggy Zig for hosting. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys later.